What's up, brother? It's not funny, man. If it's true, I'm not saying you're joking, but if it's true, reach out to somebody and talk to somebody about it. What's up, Swizz? What's up, Bundles? What's up, Tyler? What's up, Face? What's up, Diego Medina? I'm okay. I'm okay, man. Wait, I'm hearing an echo. Anyways, just really sad right now. I woke up this morning, found out that Anthony Bourdain, one of my heroes, he killed himself. Don't really look up to many celebrities or famous people in general, but he was one of, he was literally the only famous person that I really look up to. I've been struggling really, I don't know, I've been just struggling with my own problems over the last couple of years, and his show is one of the things that I could always look forward to, making me just feel like everything was okay in the world. You know, if I look on my DVR and I see that there's a new episode of Anthony Bourdain on, I would literally just be completely happy. And those moments as I'm going through my DVR and hitting play is like one of the happiest moments over the last couple of years. One of those moments where I just don't have any cares or problems. I know I'm about to be transported to another part of the world that I may never get to see in person. And I'm going to be guided by somebody that has all this wisdom. And I'm just really bummed out that that's not going to be an experience anymore. And I know it's sort of, I don't know. I hope some of you guys have dreams still. Like, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, maybe I could still win the lottery one day or something like that. And then one of those things in the back of my head, I was thinking, maybe one day I get to have lunch with Anthony. And, yeah, dude, I'm really bummed out right now that's not even a slight possibility. And to think that, somebody so successful, somebody I look up to so much, for the last 20 years I've been watching his shows, I just feel like, yeah, I think it's really devastating to find out that someone that you admire so much is going through so many problems. And someone with that level of success and they still, they're still struggling. Ski Mask the End. Oh, dude, you remember that? What's up, King Bros? Your emblem looks super familiar, but you changed your name. What did your name used to be, bro? You don't know who that is? Rata, Anthony Bourdain. He was a chef. He had a show on Travel Channel and then on CNN. And the dude, even though it's a cooking show, his show was about the people. It was less about the food and more about the people that were eating the food. And especially his recent series on CNN, the one that's still, he was literally filming an episode of it in France when he killed himself. That show is called Parts Unknown because he tends to go 9 out of 10 shows. He goes to locations where you wouldn't think to go, or you wouldn't want to go. He went to Iran. It took 17 years, but he got the licenses to go and film in Iran. Something he wanted to do ever since No Reservations, which again had the same sort of, it's a cooking show with huge political overtones. The show is really about the people and the countries that he travels to. It's really not so much about the food. Along the way, he shows you a lot of delicious food because he's a chef. But the dude was very woke, and if you just watch any of his episodes, he was always preaching a story about the people where he was at. By then? Why? What happened, Rui? Yo, man, what's your favorite map and gun on World War II? Ninja Mike. Dude, I don't have any, bro. You could just make a generic one, or if you make one and it has weapons I don't really like, I don't care, bro. Honestly, my favorite gun, though, I guess would be the... Dude, I haven't even played in a while. So... But I don't know, man. The STG was always nice until they nerfed it. The bar was nice until they nerfed it. The PPSH is cool, I guess, and so is the WAF. I don't know, man. I really don't have any. I don't have any, dude. I'll take a generic thumbnail if you can hook it up, bro. What's up, Jorge? What's up, ASAP Maxi? You haven't been active in a while? That's cool, man. You about to cut my ass for having ghosts? Why? Don't be jealous. No problem, dude. I'll get it done. Right on, bro. I appreciate it. I'm about to get League of Legends. Where do I get it from? Go to leagueoflegends.com and download for Windows. It's really simple. It's just like downloading Fortnite. You just go to Epic, right? You go to Fortnite tab, and it's literally like shooting it in your face. Download for Apple or for Windows, iOS or Windows. Same difference. Just go to leagueoflegends.com, or who makes it? Riot Games. Just go to just type in League of Legends, man, and it'll like direct you to a link to download it. She said JK. What's up with the video name, bro? Everything all good? Yeah, dude, I'm cool, man. One of like, not even one of, literally the dude I look up to most on the planet Earth ever since my dad passed away. He killed himself last night. Anthony Bourdain. I know a lot of you guys are not familiar with him. I've been a fan of his work for over 20 years. He's been ever since I first watched his shows. I really love the dude. I love the dude. He was one of the only people that I ever dream about having, like, man, if I could have lunch with one person in the world, it would be him. And really looked up to him, really admired everything he had to say. He wrote really good books, and he just happened to be, you know, he was a really good human, and I feel like a lot of us could relate to him. He just happened to be into a lot of the same shit that I was into. Punk rock music and animation and political writers that take risks to inform people. Anyways, the dude was super fucking woke. The world is not as whole or complete without him. Regardless of whether or not you guys realize this, he's gonna be sorely missed, not just by me, but by a lot of people. And he killed himself, bro. Such a successful person. I mean, I'm literally telling you, like, he's like the person I look up to most out of everyone. I looked up to him way more than I looked up to, like, my dad, for example. I mean, I love my dad and respected him, but I really looked up to this man. And over the last 20 years, I listened to his words, and it's shaped me as a human being. Like Anthony Bourdain, his what he talks about, and his philosophy about being, you know, loving, at least trying to understand everyone. Whether it be through, you know, walking a mile in their shoes or eating a couple of plates of food that they eat. He was all about connecting to the people. He cared a lot about people, about, you know, injustice and things like that. And just a lot of these themes that I seem to really, you know, really speak to me. And I think the most mind-blowing thing is that somebody that I could love and respect that much, and to think that they were that fucking miserable that they hung themselves. Dude, he hung himself, bro. He fucking hung himself. That is so fucking punk rock, too. I mean, what a savage. He really liked punk rock music. He knew it was a punk rock thing to do. He was considered he was like the punk rock star of the chef world. He was like the more badass chef of a lot. He used to have a heroin addiction. You know, he had a seedy past. But I honestly thought that he was doing jujitsu with Hoist Gracie. He was working on another book, and I honestly thought he was doing better. I mean, I know it's no secret that he was struggling with depression, like a lot. I don't know, it just sucks, man. It just sucks. Anyways, the title needs to be more detailed, to be honest. Well, that's your opinion, dude. That's totally your opinion. I demonetized the video. I'm not doing this for fucking clicks or likes or anything. And I think the title of the video is great. I think more people need to reach out when they're hurting like this. I wish I could have given Anthony a hug or something, dude. I don't know. It wouldn't have helped probably, but just wish I could have been there for him. But we can't be there for each other if we don't speak up when we're struggling, when we're going through it. So, anyways, man. Yeah, I'm okay, NGQ420. I'm just honestly bummed out about the whole situation. I really looked up to the dude. He's probably my biggest role model. I used to watch a show with my dad all the time, and I don't know, my dad and I both really looked up to the dude. I know I love traveling. I used to work at the airport. I love traveling. I love food. I'm a fat ass. I love eating. And so he just happened to be one of the most important people in my world, and he's gone now. And it's just sad. Not only is he gone, but he took his own life, man. He was still young too, 61 years old. He was only 5 years older than my pops. That's too young, man. He probably would have still lived another 30, 40 years. But if he wouldn't have gotten his own way. Anyways. So anyways, honestly, I probably would have just taken the morning off because I'm pretty sad about this shit. But I didn't stream yesterday, and my friend told me, don't just sit home and watch Anthony Bourdain all day. It's gonna make you really depressed. You're gonna cry and shit. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I went out to get something to eat for breakfast right now and decided to stream, even though I'm sad and this shit's on my mind or whatever. But there's literally nothing we can do about it. Whatever he was going through, it's over now. At least we can be happy for that. Anyways. Thank you, NGQ420. Thank you, bro. I wish I could say that I couldn't relate. That's not true, though. Where are my headphones at?
We have tactical advantage. Keep firing.
Downloading League of Legends, and if you ever need something merging, I'm here, bro. You know I'm here if you need it, bro. We can play Fortnite and talk. That's fine, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
Advance and take position. Move out and take position. Hostiles inbound.
What do you guys think about this map? It's I was really excited to see something in Egypt. I think it's because I've been wanting to see a zombies map take place in Egypt. So it was really cool to see Call of Duty see some sand and some pyramids and stuff in a Call of Duty. Thought that was interesting. Dude, I can't find anybody.
Recon airborne.
Oh, snap. To be honest, they have copied Battlefield 1. Yes, they absolutely did. I thought that was pretty obvious as soon as I was trying to do the bayonet charge. As soon as I saw the bayonet charge, I was like, come on. I'm like, okay, you're copying them and you don't care if anybody knows it. Still, though, this is a pretty cool map.
Fritz X-bomb mission underway.
Crap.
Fighter aircraft approaching target.
So anyways, hope you guys are having a good week.
Firing for full effect. Target zone locked.
Rip. Hey, what's up, Cap? That Halloween trailer is lit. That's what's up, dude. I haven't seen it. I seen that you retweeted it, but like tripping off Anthony killing himself. Oh, I thought that was a dude, but I was like, nah, my teammate would have shot at him already. But I guess my teammate couldn't see him. And to be honest, Battlefield 1 amazing for gunfights. It feels like you're actually in the war fighting for territories. COD is just a fast-paced gun game. Absolutely, COD is a fast-paced gun game. It gives you that adrenaline rush. It's possible to just... It's possible to get some frenzied moments in Battlefield 1, but not like you're gonna see in Call of Duty, because just based on the sheer map size. Oh, fuck.
Recon airborne, searching for targets.
At least we're winning this game, but I mean...
Sending motor rounds. Zone and sweep. Recon airborne, searching for targets.
Oh shit, I don't have grenades. I'm using this class because it's got a silencer on it, and I have an achievement where I need to get silence kills, but that's the only reason.
Fritz X-bomb mission underway. Fighter pilot inbound, strafing the target. Firing battery 1. Target position confirmed. Well fought. This was an important day.
I first played COD on Roblox. It's what got me into COD. Are you serious? Wait, how old is Roblox? I'm confused. COD has been around since, I mean, anything that's not retro, like the first COD is not retro gaming. So if we're not talking about retro gaming and we're not talking about N64, then we're talking about COD. Like there's never really, there hasn't been video games without COD. Before that, it was just like, video games were a different world. Since 3D environments have been realized, Call of Duty you know, it's just hard for me to get into Battlefield. Battlefield is boring as fuck. That whole, people say like COD is a fast-paced game. In my opinion, it's the only speed I want it at. Like, can you give me faster? I'll take faster, but I can't take any slower than COD. And maybe that's like the whole, you know, it's like when you watch, you know, porn that's too kinky, and then, you know, you can't get off on anything but just besides the most depraved, horrible, just sexual acts ever orchestrated. I mean, same concept. You know, I'm not saying that I'm speaking from personal experience. I'm not saying that I'm not. But if you were murdering people all fucking day, it wouldn't cost you nothing to squish a bug. Okay, me personally, I like to catch and release spiders. Okay, so same goes for video games. Call of Duty may have just opened doors in my mind that may have been better stayed if they stayed shut, but for better or worse, those doors are open, and I can't go back now. I can't go back to Battlefield. I literally fall asleep waiting for Battlefield to load up. Same thing with Save the World. After playing Battle Royale, how could you play anything else in Fortnite? Literally, Save the World. Literally, I'll be like looking at my map. You want me to find what? And I'm asleep. I'm not even joking either. Like, I wish I was joking. It's all about desensitization, dude. You don't want to desensitize yourself. You don't want to start playing Call of Duty because Battlefield will, you know, not be enough. Or you just don't like Call of Duty, and there's that. Because I think that's what it boils down to. I think Battlefield players, people that prefer Battlefield, and I know there's lots of them. My friend Mike's one. I think it's you guys are different people, and so for me, I'm fucked. It's like it's like Ignorance was bliss for me, and now I'm no longer blissful. Hello, this is tech support. What's up, Blind? Speak of the devil. Blind loves to save the world. He does. And I know he likes Battle Royale too. I haven't asked him in a long time what his exact thoughts on the 2 are, but I know he's a fan. Like I said, those are just 2 different people. Blind, how do you feel about Battlefield? Watch Blind be a Battlefield player. It's Call of Booty, lol. Hey, what's up, Cross? Woo! Someone's got to do it. Why is there a huge echo? Son of a fucking bitch.
Taking fire!
Dude, I laid down in this tunnel the other day and got like 7 kills in a row. It was pretty gross. Yo, what's up, Nameless? James, I don't know if I said hi. And it's bad to say, but to this day, Battlefield 1 is the best, realist gun game and graphics I've ever played. It does look amazing. Real gun battles, real war. Not knowing if a tank is rolling up or some guy on a horse charging. And Battlefield have dedicated servers. This is also true. Never played Battlefield ever, but I always dug the visuals. It looks like an amazing game. I mean, it visually is an amazing game, and I think it's a great game. I watched Mike go off with it. I can't even believe it. It's sick. He'll play meta class, and you know, get like fucking 50 kills in a game, and revive like 50 people, and it's a pretty cool thing to see go down. But I suck ass at Battlefield. It takes me 15 minutes to run into battle, and then I die immediately. And guess who has to run another 15 minutes through the desert? Or hope to God to find a horse, catch a ride in the tank, which is boring as fuck. Switching seats and windows, looking at nothing. Looking at literally nothing for 90% of the time. And then I see an enemy in my... Oh, shit, I missed it. Okay, that's it. Alright, wait another 15 minutes. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, walk in the desert for 17 miles. That's Battlefield 1. That's... God damn it, I thought that was the homie. That's the experience that I have with it. So, just my luck has been poor. My aim has been less than desirable. And maybe that has, you know, all added up to just a poor experience for me. And that's my problem. But that's my experience with it. It's been really disappointing, honestly. I don't see myself buying Battlefield 2. At all. Just like how a lot of people are like done. I think I'm actually done with the Battlefield series after Battlefield 1. It was that boring to me. But that's just, I don't know. That's why everybody's different, man. That's why everybody's different. And I'm not talking shit about Battlefield. Literally, I think it's a beautiful looking game. It looks fun when other people do it right, but I can't do it right. So for me, it sucks. For me, the experience sucks. The game doesn't suck. It's a better game than this game, that's for sure. And I didn't even play it long, and I know it is, but you can tell that people care about it a little bit more. I feel like it's more. You could do. This game's starting to turn around. You could do some more shit in it now, but this game was pretty boring. When I remember playing the beta, thinking this is as good as it's gonna get, and I wasn't even really wrong. Like the beta came out, and the game was pretty much the same game you played. And that was about as good as it was, and it wasn't anything life-changing. Now Battlefield, was it 4? Battlefield 4 I really liked. Hardline was okay, and Battlefield 1, like I said, was probably a deal breaker in the franchise too. I don't know what it was. My username on League of Legends is the_End415, all capitals. Yeah. Yes, Rory. We're talking about Battlefield, Bobby? Yeah, we were talking about Battlefield. And I know there's like, if you play FPS, there's probably 2 people in this world. There's those that prefer Battlefield and those that prefer COD. Probably 2 people. Battlefield 4 was like one of my favorite games for Xbox ever. It's a really good game. I really like going through the... I don't like the weapons in Battlefield. I don't like the maps. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is, isn't it? I don't like the weapons or the maps in Battlefield 1. I wonder how that'll change in Battlefield 2. And most likely I'm gonna buy it. I don't know. I'm probably gonna buy it. Hopefully I'll play it this time. Hopefully it won't just sit there. I think another thing is that I'm upset I bought it on Xbox and PlayStation and didn't really play it either, so it's just like, just what a waste. Could have bought some skins with that. Nice kill. Nice kill, dude. You remember that map in Battlefield 4 where there's the 2 towers? And there's like some kind of... They're like labs. There's even bridges connecting the 2 towers. There's like a parking lot with like a road and a hillway in the far back. And like potted plants and parking lot spaces all around the buildings. And 2 towers, and you can go up and fucking parachute off the top. Remember, you could just jump off a building and parachute. Dude, Battlefield is fucking sick, honestly. Well, Battlefield 4 was sick. It was a sick ass game. I'm actually gonna play that again. It's the fact not one player can carry a whole team. It's a team effort. I've always been a diehard COD fan, but after Black Ops 3, I had no other good game to play, so Battlefield 1 was it. Loved parachuting off those skyscrapers. Dude, that was like one of the funnest things in Battlefield. Oh, and then there was that other map that has an underground parking structure, a street level. You can go inside the building, and it had a roof access area. You guys know which one I'm talking about. And the whole fight was about fighting for that elevator. And you'd camp the elevator up top, and when that shit would go ding and the doors would open, everybody's just throwing all their grenades and shit. And then, like, if you're losing that battle, you could just like jump off the side of the fucking building to not die and just parachute. Dude, that was so fun. Oh, Amanda! Amanda, I'm mourning the loss of Anthony Bourdain right now. This is not the time to be trying to scare me, okay? Jesus. And you start the game in the city, by the end it's all flat ground. Everything gets destroyed and having bullet drops and everything. Yeah. I remember the one of the maps where the buildings would get destroyed the most. I remember was there's a map where it's you're on the water, or you're not on the water. You're by the coast, and there's like turrets set up in like lifeguard towers type looking things that have turrets in them, and they have some bunkers on the outskirts, and then in the middle of the map you have these like low income apartment looking motel looking ass like buildings, and those like 3 or 4 buildings are in the middle, maybe like 2 or 3 of them guaranteed would be like completely leveled by the end of that match. There's like some shipping containers around the between. There's like you got to go to like another little spot, and there's like some there's like construction stuff and shipping containers and things like that around. I don't know if you guys remember what map I'm talking about. Anyways, that's
eliminate the enemy.
Dude, fuck Battlefield 1, honestly. I don't like that game. Like, the more and more I think of it, honestly. I was trying to not talk shit about it a second ago. I think I'm ready to talk shit about it. You know what? Fuck that game. It's boo-boo. I don't like it. The maps really suck on that game. The maps really... When I'm thinking about how good the maps were on Battlefield 4, like how much more fun they were to play on, man, Battlefield 1 sucks. And the guns suck. It was a novelty. But I don't think it just doesn't speak to me. But Battlefield 4 was sick, dude, for real.
Enemy care package observed. Deny them their
Black Ops 4 is... Really? They're gonna make a Black Ops 4, James? No, you don't say. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of course I knew that. That's funny.
Enemy aircraft gunner inbound. Get to cover.
Bro, you know all the maps are from real places in World War I, right? Yeah. I also don't care. There's There's a lot of flat ground in that game, bro. A lot of flat ground. Boring bunkers. Boring trenches. A boring ass hillside. That one map that's on the side of a mountain is fucking dumb. It's got a few bunkers and shit in it, a few trenches, like I just mentioned. It looks like something out of literally Star Wars Battlefront. Is it Battlefront? Star Wars Battlefront literally had a map that was kind of similar to that same map, and it came out just a few months before, which is kind of funny. I remember instantly being reminded. I was like, oh, this reminds me of that one battle in Battlefront. But yeah, dude, like, goddamn, maybe that's why they're so boring, because they're real. But maybe real landscapes are fucking boring then, for the most part, because that was the shittiest aspect by far of that game. Man, Battlefield 1 has some really shitty maps. If I think about it, if I'm forced to think about it. Like, honestly, what's up with that map? Side of a mountain. Okay. Invite me after this game, bro. Alright, for sure I will. So you only had the first maps? No, I have the season pass. I have everything, but they lost me at side of the mountain and desert. Yeah, they did. They did lose me on those first few maps. Maybe I should revisit it. Do they have any skyscrapers? No, they don't have skyscrapers. You still gonna be on in 30 to 40 minutes? Most likely, yes. Most likely, yes. Right? Alright, so if it turns out that the new zombies story has literally absolutely nothing to do with the Chronorium, to do with, well, yeah, I mean, really, it's the story about the Chronorium, isn't it? That shit's at the very beginning of time in the story, and at the end, when most of the story is sort of coming to a close that we know of, the Chronorium was just out there, like, floating for a while, until it was recovered, and then, yeah, everything's pretty much, if it wasn't for the Chronorium, none of this would be sort of happening. And I feel like, well, whatever, the crew, Rick Toffin and the boys, Dempsey and the boys, the crew, or the Chronorium, whatever is at the heart of that story in your eyes. If the new story doesn't involve that whatsoever in any way, shape, or form, how much of an impact does that have to you? Do you care at all? You know, how much of a deal breaker is that in your guys' eyes? What's up with the hotlines, Azzy? Literally, the human being I looked up to most on planet Earth fucking killed himself, dude. His name was Anthony Bourdain. He died at age 61. He hung himself, dude. And he was really fucking lonely and sad. And all that success, all that money, all that life experience, because that dude was rich, not just monetarily, but in life experience as well. And none of it saved him. And I'm not saying the hotline will anyways, but it's my way of oh my god, I'm about to get fucking copyright striked over some fucking bullshit. Anyways, doesn't matter. This video is not monetized. I don't know, I sat there for like half an hour trying to decide if I wanted to stream or not and what the title should be of the video. And I didn't I should, you know, I'm like, no, fuck that. I want to put something like, I love you, Anthony, rest in peace, because he mattered that much to me. But I was like, but then that didn't feel right either, doing that. And I felt like the only thing I can do that might actually do anything besides, the whole point of it is not to shine a spotlight on me or him or anything, or make light of the fact that he made a terrible mistake, or be insensitive to the fact that he must have been going through something. So hopefully maybe this number, I mean, literally this number has probably saved, you know, millions of, I don't really don't know the statistics, and it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. But yeah, the hotline is the suicide prevention number. I feel like if you read that title and you're going through that, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And if you don't, I'm glad. I'm glad that you can't relate to it. You have no idea why it mattered to me to put that up, and that you don't know anything about this shit. I'm glad that you can't relate, and that you don't agree with me doing this. I'm happy for you. Eli, the title of the video is a suicide prevention hotline. And there's someone 24/7 that is there to talk to you if you feel like you're so lonely and that you don't have anyone. And sometimes it helps to talk to a complete stranger that you know, even if they do judge you as you talk to them, it doesn't matter that they judge you, because you never have to see them again. And so sometimes just someone to talk to is all it takes to stop you from doing something to hurt yourself. And the people that are on the other end of the phone, they're compassionate people. They're more adept to dealing with people struggling with that sort of problem than your average human being. And it's probably I would say that it's more than likely it's better than talking to even your average friend or relative or your average parent, which are just not equipped to deal with these types of situations. And in all fairness, they're not meant to be. They don't need to be. It's okay that they're not. It's normal. So this is sponsored. It's in 100% not sponsored, and I didn't monetize this video. I turned off monetization on my channel while I do this stream. And after this stream is over, I'm erasing the stream and I'm remonetizing, and I will in no way profit or make any money off you clicking on this title, not 1 cent.
Team deathmatch. Eliminate all Axis forces. Mission begins now. Remember your training. Enemy recon aircraft observed.
That's what I'm saying, blind dude. Anthony was punk rock, dude. His favorite genre of music was punk rock, and you know the dude was a little more old school, so he was like young when punk rock was new, and he was a fucking dude. I've been thinking about it all morning, bro. The last like 2 seasons of his shows are the best work that this dude has ever done. And I don't know what was in his diary, but like even if you watch the last episode, you can see him writing in his journal. And he talked in the opening scene, the opening sequence of last Sunday's Parts Unknown, where he goes to Hong Kong, which was filmed over the last week of June. Okay, it just happened over the last week of May. Excuse me. In fact, that sequence where he's on the boat, if I'm not mistaken, was filmed on May 30th. This is all fresh, right? The last words are "so lonely" in his opening sequence. Those are his last words, "so lonely." The dude was hurting. He felt alone. I've felt alone. And in the height of my anger or disappointment at the world, never had the balls to do anything about it. I've just sat here and dealt with it. And it hasn't felt good at times. Especially after losing my dad 3 days before Christmas this last year. And 2 weeks before my birthday, we had plans to go to LA together. And just being And then I got arrested and I was in jail for a week and a half, and I had to fucking was almost lost my mind because there's nothing to do in jail besides think. And my dad had just died. And so all I could think about was holding him in his bed when I went to go see him one last time before the coroner came to pick him up. Just laying with him one last time. I could not stop thinking about those moments. Looking at my dad dead, laying on his bed. Couldn't stop thinking about that shit. Nothing could really, for more than a second, the taste of the fucking county food, the county jail food, for a second, believe it or not, was some of the better moments in the day. You're just like eating, you know, the shitty ass orange juice tastes good for a second or something. It's just really fucking bad. I mean, I personally have been through some really fucking dark days lately. So if it wasn't for friends like Tech and things, I have people to talk to. Thank God. Some people don't.
Team deathmatch. Eliminate the enemy team. Advance and take position.
And it was anger from losing my dad that got me in jail. And I don't even hardly trust myself. I went out last night to go see Sleep at the Fillmore. I mean at the Warfield, because they're a Bay Area legend. They're from San Jose. It's a band called Sleep. They're super influential in the metal band, but they don't take themselves too seriously. Their music is borderline trolling you. And if you're not high as fuck or on something when you go to their concert, you are not gonna have a good time. I'll tell you that right now. But I felt like I needed to be there because I value, I don't even know how to describe it, man. Like, I don't necessarily believe in God, but I believe in souls, and I believe in energy and things that matter, and like real things and music and art and things like that. I believe in spirituality, and like it was part of my spirit to be there last night at that concert. It's important. And if I die tomorrow, if I never go see another metal show again, it was important to be at that they're a very influential and important part of Bay Area metal history. And so it was important for me to be at that show. But like, I haven't even been going out lately because I can't trust myself, because I don't have any patience. After I have so much anger boiling inside of me, like just beneath the surface, that like if you cross me, you do something wrong, I'm gonna go to jail and you're gonna be fucking dead. And I can't, and I don't want to. And the last time I had gone to jail, I promised myself I would never go back there again. And this last time, I'm again feeling like I never want to be back there again. So I'm trying to make better decisions with myself. But anyways, I digress. The point is that sometimes things fucking matter. And sometimes people are hurting, and life is just, I don't know, sometimes things matter so much that life doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But talking about it like I'm talking to you guys right now has literally been life-saving, you know. So maybe someone will call that number and their life will be saved. And I'm gonna be realistic, it probably won't happen. And in me having that title, you know what, none of this probably even fucking matters. None of it probably matters. None of this matters. I just wish things were different. Hope you guys are having a good day out there. I hope you guys have a good week. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. This is the end. Yay!